Hey guys, this is Mike with MMABuzz.com. We're here at the Colorado Fight Factory here in Colorado Springs, the formerly known as the Tool Shed Fight Team. We're going to be talking with a couple local fighters that you guys all know, Eric Fagyas, Vellore Caballero, and Donnie Liles. All three of these guys have fights coming up on May 16th in Pueblo, Colorado at the Warriors Collide 3. Eric and Vellore will be making their much anticipated pro debuts. So let's go inside and meet these guys.
Eric Fagyas fighting out of the Fight Factory.
Hit him to the flow, hit him to the flow, hit him, get him to the flow, get him to the flow, get him, break him to the flow, break him to the flow, break him, y'all don't really wanna step to me, I put it down for my town and I rep that speed.
Vellore Caballero, 0-0 as a pro, fighting out of the Fight Factory.
Let me just get back up in the light for a minute, you know I gotta get it, gotta give it to the women so they can just wiggle with it, gotta get him with it, and I gotta get the gentlemen a little bit of rhythm and rhyme so they be feeling it, spitting venom like an aggravated king cobra, done told you, you're fucking with a lot of team soldiers, so tell me what is it gonna take for me to be great, for me to follow and find my fate, for me to reason with the demons inside of my brain, leaving the scene I need to think about Abel and Cain, my sacrifice, your jealousy, looks like a recipe for us to be enemies, mixed with a little bit of Hennessy, let me see what we got, definitely know, let me see what we got, definitely know amenities,
So, Donnie Liles fighting out of the Fight Factory.
ready for me to let it be known, switching cap, blowing up the microphone, I'ma keep going till my life is gone, and as I write the song, wishing I could be forgiven for my sins, I wanna right my wrongs, pushing till my strife is gone, sitting waiting with my eyes closed, hoping that the lights are on, too many devils and demons, and now you know that the fight is on. Hit him to the flow, hit him to the flow, hit him, get him to the flow, get him to the flow, get him, break him to the
Questions for Eric. You've had an outstanding amateur career, but on May 16th you'll be walking the ring 0-0. Any thoughts on that? You know, kind of leaving the amateur record behind and stepping there as a pro. How's that feel?
I think it's kind of about time. I feel good, feel prepared. I don't think anyone around here or anywhere is really going to be giving me a whole lot of trouble. I feel good coming in, so confident.
Next question is kind of your only amateur loss is to Manuel Gallardo. Is there any plans to avenge that loss as a pro?
Well, I already avenged it as an amateur, actually, but I don't know. I mean, we're kind of going. I'm going up, he's going down, so he wants to meet me at like 65 or something, maybe. But other than that, probably not. I think he's fighting 45s or lower. So, I mean, kind of water under the bridge for me or whatever. But
And you're stepping up to 170. What's the strategy behind that?
you can only get so big eating top ramen every day, and you can only stay so small eating pizza and Rice Krispie treats. So.
It's not so much strategy as much as his quality of life has changed.
What do you mean?
He's eating good.
Strategy. That's the strategy.
The guns weigh a lot,
big.
right?
Oh my God.
All right, Vellore, next question's for you. You've had a tough time finding opponents, it seems. You know, why is that? Is just people don't want to match up with you, or are you looking for the right combination?
I think it's you know, it's been a lot of different things. You know what I mean? For me, it's timing has always been an issue. You know, my military career has always been an issue because deployments and different stuff have always kept me kind of from being in tip-top shapes for sometimes. So, and I want to set the record straight on that because I think I've gotten a bad rap sometimes about people saying, you know, I pick my opponents for this or that. And in reality, we have turned down some fights in the past because, you know, we felt like the shape was going to be an issue or whatever. And you know, now I've gotten the opportunity to train, and I don't think we'll have those kind of prior problems, especially as a pro. I think you know, I'll be trained and I'll be ready to go in there and fight whoever, and that's why, I mean, you see the weight drop for me going down to 145. So, and that's all about training and just being in the shape that I should be in. And
Is that because your muscles aren't as big as Eric's?
pretty much. I mean, you know,
Right.
we call it what it is. I mean, look, you know, Eric flex his, I'll flex mine, and you guys see. You know what I mean? So yeah.
And now, speaking of matchups, you're fighting Travis Sherman, which you guys have totally two different styles. Mm-hmm. He's known for his stand-up. You're known for your ground. Is that kind of how you see this fight playing out? You're going to try and submission him, and he's going to try and knock you out?
I think people might be surprised, you know, at how it turns out. This is the honest to God truth. I can honestly say that I have never gone into a fight with like this is how it's gonna play out. You know, I really do try and let my opponent give me the opportunity to finish him. You know, I've just been lucky enough that in my fights, my opponents have given me the opportunity to finish them with what I'm best at. So, I mean, if that's what he gives me, then I'll definitely take it. If I have to do something different, then I'll do that as well. So, I mean, I'm prepared. I'm ready this time. So.
All right, now Donnie, you told me earlier this year that your goal in '08 was to go 8-0. This is your first fight in '08. You're fighting Cruz Chacon. Is he just kind of the first person on that path to become an 8-0?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, he's the next guy in front of me, and the game plan's always the same. Just destroy the guy across from you. So that's the game plan.
All right, now the next question kind of it revolves around these two, but there's the big debate about if these two ever tangled in the ring, who would win? And you train with both these guys, so what are your thoughts if these two ever actually fought each other? Who do you think would come out of there?
It's not the first time I've been asked that question, and like I told the last person that asked me, all I could do was tell the truth. And what I see every day, day in and day out in the gym, is two highly motivated, in great shape, really tough, really strong, skilled athletes that go back and forth. I can't definitively say that either one of them, ever takes the upper hand. More times than not, they fight to a stalemate every single round. There's the occasional slip up where one will catch the other and the other will catch the other, but they're pretty competitive. So now, if we're talking fashion, Eric's got him. He's got the faux hawk. He's got the medium shirts.
Rocks the tassels. I mean, I can't compete with that. You know what I mean?
MMA, it's up in the air. Fashion, definitely Eric.
I'd agree with that one.
And Eric, are you sticking with those fight shorts with the tassels? That was kind of
definitely. I mean, my mom made those for me, so I can't just toss them away or nothing like that. I mean, had great success with them, so I had to keep
very great success. Got the first knockout. You know what I mean? For us, we are very competitive, and so we're always jonesing each other about what we've done and what we haven't done. And Eric, he has been really successful in those shorts. He went and crushed people in that grappling tournament. Everybody knows that. So he's got to keep those shorts on. I think we'd give him crap if he didn't wear them. So.
All right, we tried something new. We had users submit some questions, and if you guys all want to answer the same question, or if you guys one of you guys wants to answer it. The first one was kind of sent in by an anonymous person, and they said, you all start out at the tool shed, but recently merged in with the Fight Factory. What's different? Do you guys miss the old tool shed gang? Was it a pretty smooth transition to becoming the Fight Factory? I mean, I see the banner outside still says Tool Shed Fight Team, so there's probably kind of hanging on to that name still.
And we always will. It's a lot of pride behind that, you know what I mean? That tool shed started out, it was me, Donnie, Eric, Chilo, who else was in on that? A few other guys that weren't even fighting that were helping us out. But, Keith, Keith is our coach. I mean, obviously, Drew, Tori. But, just a real small group of guys that were in a small little warehouse building, working hard to try and, do something. And now we've come to where we are now. So that tool shed thing is always going to be there. It's always going to be what we all represent. But the Fight Factory, man, that's like the globalization of it. That's where we're taking it to the next level. And you see everybody's getting better and bigger, and and it's just going to keep going that way.
Same people, a couple new faces. So
has it kind of been hard to take all these new faces in, or are you guys kind of been open arms, welcoming guys and girls to the fight team?
Yeah, no, I'm down training with just about anyone as long as they're willing to work hard and put in practice hours and all that. Some guys come in and they think it's going to be I show up when I want to and I do this and I do that, and that's not the way we run it around here. It's set. You have to be here these days, these times. You're doing this, that. It's a real professional organization we got going here. It's not just kind of a bunch of guys getting together, working out.
It's a commitment to your training partners too. Everybody's got fights coming up, and there's some guys that you have to skip here and there. But for the most part, we try and be dedicated to each other as well as the gym.
Because even when I'm not fighting, Donnie might have a fight. So that doesn't mean because I'm not fighting, I'm at I'm vacationing every weekend. I still got to be in here on Saturdays or whatever to make sure that Donnie's got the partner. Same thing with Eric, and we're committed to each other. And so, for all you guys, if you want to train, dispel the rumors right now. We're more than welcome to have anybody over here. And some of the guys that have changed gyms and come over, they should tell you that. We're not about trying to beat nobody up or nothing like that. We're more than welcome to have any training partners, any and all training partners, as long as they're willing to train with us.
And there's still other people that come through that, they still train at other gyms, but, we'll see them once or twice a week on and off just to come in and cross-train with us. So, and, all that stuff's welcome. Just, come in, introduce yourself, talk to the coaches, and, they're always cool with it. Just come in and get some mat space.